We are at one of the most immaculate mansions in Africa. Welcome to Kerarapon, Karen. We as Fine Urban have made groundbreaking renovations to this particular property, from the structural finishings, the landscaping, and the internal finishings. Come with me as I show you some of these. This is the entryway to the house, and we are met with a staircase coming down. We have recessed lighting along this stairway that makes it easy for you to come into the house when it's dark. At this particular juncture, we have an absolutely beautiful arrangement of flowers here that will grow to a beautiful hedge. And towards my left, we have a beautiful continuation of greenery. Here at Fine Urban, we have a Go Green initiative, and we can see that fully when it comes to the landscaping at the exterior. As we continue, we have an area here covered with a fountain with a beautiful sculpture that is handcrafted. Underneath, we do have a water tank. We've covered the water tank, however, so it's not much of an eyesore, with this absolutely beautiful soapstone sculpture that is handcrafted here in Kenya. The soapstone is from Kisii. And down here, we will have a beautiful waterfall that is genuinely a spectacle for the exterior of the house. As I mentioned, we have made very beautiful structural modifications to this house, exteriorly and interiorly, and we'll continue to see some of those as we walk in. To add on to the grandeur that we do have externally, we've incorporated these two beautiful pillars. The pillars have been redone for what they originally were, and we can see that they have been kept white to complement the finishing we have on the window panes at this house. Absolutely stunning exterior. Coming on in, we are met with these absolutely stunning French doors. These are a classic in architecture. So the first room in the house towards the left of the entryway is the study, an absolutely stunning and spacious space. The first thing that caught my eye is genuinely this particular art piece. I love the fact that we've incorporated a cohesive color scheme within this particular room. We have beautiful recessed lighting and cove lighting at the top, which makes it quite an ambient space. At this particular juncture, we do have storage spaces which will ideally go behind the desk, which is absolutely stunning. Those particular spaces will have lighting as well, which will contribute to the ambience of the particular room. On this side, we have a very interesting wall that is curved, which is something that isn't easy to achieve. I'm excited to see the kind of furniture we set up here, which is going to be crafted for this particular space. Towards this end, we have natural lighting coming in as well, which is something that is always a pro in a space. As we said, we did add some lighting spaces, and this is one of them. I love the fact that it complements the recess and cove lighting that we have inside. Come along. Now, towards my right, we do have a cloakroom. Absolutely stunning. As soon as you enter, you are met with this very, very beautiful custom-made marble sink. This isn't something that's usually found in a lot of spaces, and I think it's absolutely stunning. I love the grandeur. It is complemented by the tile work we have on the countertop. We have a very beautiful and big mirror at this particular juncture, and if you ask me, I think it's one of my favorite parts of this particular room. It really opens up the room, especially considering the fact that we're not yet to have a window at this particular end, and it's complemented with the plaques at the very top and the paneling. My favorite part of the powder room, if you ask me, is the wooden finishing on the walls. What we'd ideally be used to seeing most times is tiling on the walls. However, in this particular space, I love that earth tones were brought together and complemented by the cove lighting we have at the very end. In as much as we do have ceiling lighting, we've incorporated cove lighting on the walls in every bathroom in the house. We do have this particular space here at the entryway, which is used for decor as well as your necessary pieces like car keys and handbag in the event that you need to drop it by. We have a beautiful ceiling to floor mirror here in the event that you need to make sure your outfit is on point. I think this would be the space I'm at the most before I leave the house. And yeah, I think we're looking good. I think we're looking good. We are met with the central aspect of the house. At this particular point, the house is opened up into the different levels that it has. At the very bottom level, we have the living room. At the second level, we have the family room. And on this particular section, we have the kitchen and dining room, which also leads outside to the backyard. As we come down the steps initially, we are met with the eye catcher, the showstopper, this aquarium. This kitchen would be any cook's dream, if you ask me, or if you're quite interested in food. At this particular juncture, we are met by a beautiful breakfast nook that has stunning chairs. I love the fact that we've incorporated the blue to break the monotony of whites and browns that we have around. Right here, we have a beautiful spice rack that is going to lift up, and I can't wait for you guys to see that in the grand reveal. We cannot ignore the fact that counter space was key. Counter space is always big when it comes to utility in the kitchen, and now you don't have to have a cramped up space. We have beautiful cabinetry on this particular side. We have not compromised on the space that we have, and we've made sure that there's enough cabinetry for everything. The interesting part about this cooker is the fact that we do have a water tap here. It makes cooking much more easier. We don't need to go all the way to the primary or the secondary tap to fill our pots during our cooking. To light up the space, we have this absolutely stunning and grand chandelier. However, that's not the only light we have in this room. We have the natural lighting, the chandelier. We have cove lighting at the gypsum and along the perimeter of the ceiling, as well as on the cabinetry, and recess lighting towards the very end. So this is a beautifully lit space, whether it's daytime or evening. So we have the secondary fridge, and above that we do have the storage space here, which is absolutely stunning. I love the wooden finishing, and above the wooden finishing, we do have lighting here. I don't think anything can really get lost in this particular space if organized well. I love the fact that it is lit all the way to the top. We do have the recess lighting along the top as well, so it's not really a room that can go that dim. To my left, we have the dirty kitchen space. So in this particular space, again, we do have an island, which is absolutely stunning. So much natural lighting coming in from outside, and you can expect to have most of your kitchen workings happening right here in the event that you don't want anything mucky happening in the interior. We have a lot of storage space here. I can't wait to see how it finally turns out. We do have a cooker on this end as well. So in the event that you do want to make anything that might seem a bit too messy, this would be the place. I love the fact that we have very high ceilings for this one. From the kitchen, we lead into the dining area, and I must say, the first eye catcher is this custom-made sink. As we can see, it has gold finishings, but we can't go without mentioning the material that this is made out of. This is a custom-made sink for this particular property, and I love the fact that it's cut out. This particular detailing is so unique to this particular space. I think it's absolutely stunning. Again, a conversation starter for the room in which most of our memories are made. Around a table, so many memories can be made through conversation. This particular table is also made out of marble. I love the texture we have going on. Complements the tabletops and countertops we have in the kitchen and the sink. Our dining table matches our console table, in which we can use for storage, and it's absolutely stunning. I love the fact that we do have a different kind of wood finish on this particular console than we do in the kitchen, but everything is still quite cohesive. As you can see, natural lighting is something we did not compromise on, so the room is still fully lit. We have a similar chandelier here, so we have a cohesive kind of trend going on from the kitchen, which is an open plan kitchen, to the dining room. And here we have French doors that lead outside to the exterior patio. Still within the dining area, at this particular section, we do have an area set aside for a wine collection. I love the fact that the wine collection will be lit up with the cove lighting we have incorporated along the sides. All the stairs are lit up, so minimizes a couple of accidents that might happen when it is dark. And guys, as soon as I come to this particular living area, my breath is taken away by the absolutely stunning chandelier at the top. You can actively see we've included a lot of detail towards the ceiling with the gypsum inclusion, and the lights surrounding the chandelier makes for such an ambient space. The particular furniture in this room is custom made for this room. In such spaces, you can't necessarily expect to find anything that's going to fit to a T. The primary living room also does have French doors that lead out towards the exterior at a lower level, and we can't ignore the fact that we have absolutely stunning pillars outside as well. These pillars match the ones we had at the entryway of the house, and it keeps a cohesive feel throughout the exterior. These ones, however, are significantly bigger, and I love the grandeur it adds to the exterior of the house. Leading on to this particular segment of the room, our TV wall is something that is complemented by storage space towards the left and the right of the TV. We'll be able to have decor pieces displayed here, and they'll be lit up with snake lights that we have included at the very top of the display area. Right here we have an absolutely beautiful fireplace that does complement the lighting again, and it's really a pro to have in Karen, if you ask me. We're in June, July, and no one wants to stay cold. Right here we do have more cabinetry that is enclosed, and it is complemented again with the snake lights. Ambient lighting is something we haven't compromised on in this particular project, and I'm so glad because it genuinely gives you such a warm and cozy feel. I think this is my favorite part of this particular level. Right here we have a champagne cellar. Leading down a couple of floors, we are met with this absolutely stunning piece of art. And if there's one theme you'll notice throughout the house, the fact that we haven't compromised on art either. You will see an absolutely stunning collection of art pieces from the rooms to the common areas. Firstly, we have this guest room that is absolutely stunning. And as soon as we walk into the room, I'd love to bring your attention to the ceiling. The lighting that we have here is quite unorthodox and absolutely stunning. Very cozy. It's a space I'd love to be in. The reading nook opens up to a beautiful view of the exterior of the house, which does have a lawn. Absolutely stunning views for when you're trying to take your mind off a lot. We have the bathroom. Again, we've incorporated a specific type of color scheme, even within the tiles in the bathroom. And we have the contrast of a light and a dark tile in this particular space. Absolutely stunning shower area. Our second guest bedroom is again quite similar to the first. However, we do have a different kind of ceiling detail going on at the top. If I could bring your focus up there, we have an absolutely stunning chandelier towards the center, which, as you can see, is different from the initial one we did have, and the detailing with the gypsum at the top. Leading on into this particular bathroom, we will also be having a sliding door here, and it's something common with the lower level bathrooms. We do have snake lighting in this particular bathroom. Like I mentioned, it's a common theme throughout the house as well. A stunning contrast between light and darker tiling used in this particular bathroom. However, we can see it's different from the one we had in the previous one. I love how airy this particular one is. We have a white sink in this room, which is different from the one we had in the other. And considering the fact that we have different looking bathrooms, you can genuinely feel like you can make the space your own. It's not similar to anything else we have throughout the house, which is absolutely stunning. Leading up to the first level of the house, we have a beautiful staircase that does have lighting towards our right. We have beautiful molding at the bottom as well as at the top of the staircase. Again, the consistent railing throughout the whole house. Before we get into the family room, we have this beautiful window, a source of natural lighting for the staircase in this particular area of the house. It will be covered with a curtain. However, during the day, you can see the ample lighting that we have at this particular section. This is the family room. As you can see, we have very high ceilings, absolutely stunning wall fixtures and decorations. In this particular segment, we have paneling which breaks the monotony of a plain wall. And on the plain walls, we do have art pieces, absolutely stunning. Again, a continuous and cohesive color scheme going throughout the house. However, we do have the main wall for a TV that will be covered with a marble casing behind the TV. Absolutely stunning, different from the norm. We will have a beautiful fireplace fitted in here and lit up storage space on the sides. I can't wait to see how this wall comes together. This particular segment of the house is self-contained, so we do have a sink area here and we will have storage at the bottom for any snacks that you might need. If you look towards the ceiling, we do have absolutely stunning snake lights running from the beginning to the very end. We've incorporated that with gypsum and some recessed lights within the middle. We don't have boring light fixtures in the house. Towards this particular end, we have quite an unorthodox piece right here that will be the bar area. As you can see, it will be enclosed. And I actually can't wait to see how we fit this in. I love the fact that it is quite a unique piece for this space. You won't see this in every space that you're in. Again, absolutely stunning high windows that will bring in natural lighting to complement the already ambient lighting we have within the interior. Not to mention the custom-made furniture for this particular space. I love the fact that we have gone with quite contrasting colors to bring the space to pop out a bit more. So separating the veranda from this particular family room is a sliding door this time. We had French doors towards the lower level, however here we have sliding doors. As we come out, we are met with the stunning view of the Karen greenery. We do have our lawn down here, however, past our perimeter wall, we do still have absolutely stunning views of beautiful greenery. You can't get enough of this, at least I know I can't. I love the fact that we do have a continuation of the pillars we had downstairs. These are again much higher. Give to the grandeur of the house, if you ask me. Absolutely beautiful. We are already met with such a beautiful wall. We do have snake lights running towards the back of this particular space, and we do have a contrast of white towards the exterior panel and darker colors towards the interior. Towards this side we do have the laundry area, and I love the fact that again we do have some storage space up here for all the products that we will be needing, and we do have a stacked washer and dryer, so we don't need too much space for our laundry. We have a sink here for any necessities we might require. Like I mentioned prior, we did not compromise on the art pieces as well. This particular level holds the children's playroom, and it's a theme that is continuous throughout the level. So let's check out the first child's bedroom. At the very onset, we can see a break from the tiling we have at the beginning to this warm tiling right here, and I love how it separates the corridor space from the room in itself. My eyes are drawn towards the chandelier at the top and the recess and cove lighting towards the perimeter of the ceiling. But a plus as well is the natural lighting. Like I said, all of our reading nooks have natural lighting that have stunning views of the exterior of the house. One of my favorite facts is the fact that we are considering marrying the finishings as well as the furnishings. As we can see on this particular dresser, we do have a lot of gemstones and gold and tan finishings right here, which is something we have with the finishings from the cabinetry, the chandelier, and now the painting. Leading up to the bathroom, again, we do have continuous storage right here and display storage for any decor pieces we might require. Leading up to this bathroom, we have absolutely stunning white and tan tiles that is complemented again with a continuous theme from the room leading into the bathroom with the gold. I love the detailing on this particular mirror. The countertop as well with the sink is something very cohesive. We have a continuous flow of the gold finishings from downstairs, and this particular sink does have cabinetry as well. As I said, the knobs on this particular sink do match the chandelier we have in the bedroom. We have a very spacious bathroom at this particular juncture, an overhead shower, a nook for all your products. I think this is my favorite bathroom, but I don't want to speak too soon. As soon as we get to the middle of the corridor, we are met with a very high ceiling, which does have natural lighting coming in from the very top with a top mirror. We have a stunning antique chandelier at this juncture as well. I cannot wait to see what this particular segment looks like, especially with the decor pieces incorporated right here. I just know for a fact it'll be so cohesive leading up from the beginning of the corridor up to the very end. As we proceed, we have more art pieces right here, which are lit up by the recess lighting that we have at the top. More cabinetry. Again, I cannot speak enough about how important cabinetry is, especially in a family home. Now we do get into the second child's bedroom again, which is introduced with a change in the tiling. Ample storage towards my right, display storage as well with the snake lights running on both sides, and this time not at the back. So I love the fact that in as much as we do have snake lights running through a lot of the cabinetry in this house, we've gone through different manners in which we can actually incorporate it. You can actually see that we are slowly but surely furnishing the space, and this particular bed and dresser are different from the ones we've seen in the other rooms. I love the fact that again we have incorporated the earth tones, which do complement the cabinetry in the house. So the furnishings and the finishings are coming together. However, with the art pieces, we have a consistent color scheme. We've also incorporated the color scheme into the paneling in this particular room, and I love the fact that we don't have a continuous plain wall. We will be incorporating some fine texture to it. This is the bathroom from this particular room. Again, we do have a difference in the tiling on the walls. It's specific to this particular room. Our bathroom, which is the theme throughout the house, is white. The sink in this room is white, however different from the rest. We do have brown knobs, which are very complementary to the theme we have towards the internal side of the room. Again, a really big mirror, which does have back cabinetry, which we all love, if you ask me. I love the idea of having hidden cabinetry in a bathroom, so not all my products are put on display. I feel like it's really important to mention the fact that this wasn't initially a bedroom. This was a tertiary room, and we'd love the idea of giving our client options when it comes to what they can do with it. So we have a temporary bed here just to give them kind of a feel of what it would look like. However, this might not be here throughout the grand reveal. I'm waiting to see what decision they make. Stairs to the third level, we are met with the star of the show, which is the centerpiece chandelier coming in from the very high ceiling. I love the fact that we do have lighting on these particular panels as well as at the very top. It's ample lighting for this particular section, and I love the fact that it is reflected by this beautiful paneling on this end. We didn't want to add an art piece to make the space too crowded. However, we did add texture with the paneling, kept it white and bright for a lovely reflection of both the ambient lighting from within as well as the natural lighting coming in from this beautiful large mirror. Now, as we make our ascent, we come into the master bedroom. As soon as you enter the room, you are met with absolutely beautiful lighting towards the chandelier. I love the fact that it is, again, similar to one of the rooms we have downstairs. However, this is significantly higher. So the strip lights do make the space very, very cozy. We do have recessed lighting towards the perimeter of the room. And towards this particular section, we have a wood finished TV wall. We're in the process of furnishing the house, as you can see. So we've already put in the TV. We have this absolutely stunning fireplace for the cold days, because you know what June, July is like. We do have spaces for decor units here, and I can't wait to see what kind of lighting we incorporate in these. Moving towards this corner of the room, you can see that the room at this particular level is self-contained, so you don't have to run downstairs to get anything. During a lazy weekend, you will have any snacks you will require at this particular section. We do have a wine chiller, and I can only imagine what a lazy Sunday would look like here. We have beautiful and ample natural lighting with the windows on this side, with the beautiful views of the exterior towards the outside. Sliding doors on this particular level, just as we did on a lower level. And as we leave, we have a stunning view of Karen. You still can't see part of the property. We have the perimeter wall as well. And moving on beyond, we do have the beautiful greenery that Karen has to offer. I love the fact that we do have a continuation of the pillars that we did see on the second level as well as on the ground level. Here, a bit shorter, but still does add to the cohesive nature of the exterior look of the house. This is where my personal magic happens. I love the fact that the walk-in closet in this house has ample space, absolutely beautiful lighting, and an amazing mirror. I would ideally put a collection of perfumes here and fragrances. However, if you don't want a cluttered space, feel free to keep it plain or add 1 or 2 decor pieces. As we move into the main part of the closet, you notice that a theme throughout the house has been closet lighting. We've had closet lighting towards the end. We've had some on the top and some that run down. We do have storage space, which is white, complementing the tan that we have at the very top. And we have absolutely beautiful storage space for your shoes down here. It is not an ordinary shoe rack. And it is quite vast because it is on both my left and my right. The window behind me right here was a solid block of wall. However, we did note the importance of having natural light within a space. This particular master bedroom has incorporated a space for a higher level office. We do have both closed and open cabinetry here. We will be having snake lighting to build up to the ambient lighting within the space. We have recessed lighting towards the perimeter of the wall and natural lighting coming in from the window. However, we are still furnishing the space, and we've noted that this particular painting belongs in this space. As soon as we leave the study, we walk into the master bedroom at its prime. I love the fact that we're getting it with this particular lighting, just so you can see how important the lighting is. We will see a change in this particular bathroom, which is the fact that we don't have warm tones in this bathroom. Instead, we've moved away from the norm throughout the whole house, and we have incorporated a difference in this in the sense of having a black tile with white detailing as well as white tile with grey and black detailing as a contrast. This one moves beyond what we've seen in the house as well when it comes to the finishings. I love the fact that we do have double sinks as well, a he's and she's, so no one will really have much of a squabble in the morning when both of you are late. Moving on to this particular section, we do have a white bathroom bowl, which has been a trend throughout the house, including this particular room. However, an addition here is the bidet. We do have beautiful natural lighting coming in from this particular window. Absolutely beautiful views towards the exterior. Another theme we've only seen in one room below, which was the complementary closed and open cabinetry in one of the bedrooms downstairs. This is a shift from that, however, because we don't have the wooden finishings on the cabinetry. We have the paneling, which adds texture and depth. And I would love to see how we would complement both decor and actual storage within this segment of the bathroom. Considering how cold it does get in Karen, I love the fact that we've considered incorporating a beautiful fireplace just to warm up the space in case it gets too cold. And where the cozy happens, the absolutely stunning jacuzzi slash bathtub. I can definitely see myself winding down here with a glass of wine, with the views of the exterior with this sliding window right here to complement it. Absolutely beautiful. Well, something we haven't seen in that many, actually in any of the bathrooms in the whole house, is a separate chandelier. We do have a chandelier here, again, which does have the cool tones, frosted glass that gives the illusion of gemstones and silver, which is complemented with the rest of the finishings in this particular bathroom. Finishings in this bathroom as well are quite different. We do have a black nook for your products here. However, the constant theme is the overhead shower and the railing within the bathroom. Again, we do have the beautiful contrast with the black tile and the white tile, which makes for such a cool, cozy feel. Luxury is the word that comes to mind when I'm in this bathroom. So this brings us to the end of the interior tour of this stunning mansion here in Karen. Can't wait to show you guys the outside. just like us to take in the breathtaking feature that is the exterior of the house. We literally get the lighting from the interior as well as the exterior lighting, which is such a beautiful spectacle to behold. As we move up, we do have the complementary exterior lighting right here next to the greenery, and we have complemented the outdoors with absolutely comfortable seating. Moving on swiftly to the upper levels of this particular backyard, I am met with an absolutely stunning water fountain. As we make our ascent, we are literally met with an absolutely stunning sculpture right up here. This sculpture is made of soapstone, which is sourced all the way from Kisii, and it is handcrafted right here. Gosh, this is the perfect way for me to close my day. But thank you so much for staying tuned and having the walkthrough around the immaculate mansion here in Kererapon with me. I can't wait until you guys see the final result, which is coming soon. We are almost done with this particular project. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know down in the comment section what you think about this beautiful mansion.